iFILM, London. iFILM, London.
This is Kogan Cassius for iFILM London. We're at the Ricky Hatton and Senchenko press conference here at the Manchester Town Hall. With me, I've got the magic man, Paulie Malingnaggì. What's happening, Paulie?
You know, just hanging in there, coming to check out the press conference.
How was your flight from America? Was it good?
It was good, it was good. I was actually already in Europe. I went to visit some family in Sicily, then I hung out a little bit in Malta and took a flight to Manchester real quick, so not such a long flight for me.
Now, this fight obviously has great relevance to you because one man you've beaten, one man you've lost to, one man you took the title off, and one man's going to try and take the title off you again. Yeah. So what sort of opponent is Senchenko? I mean, a lot of the British public probably won't know a lot about Senchenko apart from the hardcore boxing fans. So, you know, you fought him. That was his last fight. What sort of fighter is he, Paulie?
Well, he's a very technical fighter, tall, very tall for a welterweight, unusually tall for a welterweight. He likes to keep the fight at range, you know, on the end of his jab, and, you know, his ideal fight would be to keep Ricky on the outside and prevent Ricky from using that pressure style to a successful level, you know. Ricky was going to want to get inside the jab and try to muscle him around. And although Senchenko is a big welterweight, he's not a very physical welterweight. So if Ricky's able to get inside on him, he's got the potential to make Senchenko very uncomfortable. And from that point of view, you know, to start taking the fight to him.
So our Ricky Hatton's been out of the ring for 3 years since his infamous defeat to Manny Pacquiao in Vegas in 2009. What sort of Ricky Hatton are you expecting to see this Saturday? Obviously, you know, everyone's anticipating, doesn't really know what's going to happen, what Ricky Hatton's going to turn up. He says it's a new Ricky Hatton. He says it's a more, you know, to get rid of these demons, he has to come back into the ring and take care of business. You know, what are you expecting from Ricky?
Well, you know, I do think it's a personal situation for Ricky. I don't think he has anything to gain as far as from a boxing legacy. I think Ricky's boxing legacy is very secure. You know, his place in history is very secure. But, you know, sometimes as a competitor, you need to do this for your own self, you know. And I think for Ricky, it's more about Ricky Hatton the man than Ricky Hatton the boxer, the comeback, you know. And he wants to get things right for his own mind, you know. So I expect an emotional Ricky Hatton. We're hoping, I guess, that, you know, he can control those emotions, especially early in the fight. You don't want him to run into anything hard because he's too juiced up, so to speak, or too amped up, or too you know, too much adrenaline running. But in the end, you know, you do expect the emotion to be there from Ricky, and early on, especially, I can't imagine, you know, the feelings that I'm going to be going through his body and through his mind. But you know, you expect a successful night, hopefully, in the end.
I mean, the fight that makes sense if Ricky comes through this tough test against Senchenko is a fight with yourself and Ricky. I know you're open to this fight. Where would you rather have the fight, here or in America?
You know, I think with me being the champion, the potential to make it in the new Barclays Arena, which is a new state-of-the-art arena in New York, you know, there's a big potential to do that. You know, and then once I beat Ricky in New York, you know, maybe we can do a third fight in back in the UK. You know, because I did have the first one back in Vegas and I lost 4 years ago. So I think a fight in New York would be the second one, and then we can do a third one in England.
When you beat Ricky or if you beat Ricky?
Well, it's a matter of opinion, but I think that's my own redemption to talk about there too, you know. But let's let Ricky handle business Saturday. I'll be pulling for him. Again, it's more about Ricky the man than the boxer in this case, and you know, hopefully he can conquer those demons and he can do a good job Saturday night.
Paulie, you're the only man I've ever seen to have a haircut inside the ring. What's going on?
Me too, me too. I don't think I'll ever see that again. Hopefully we don't have to live through that again, and hopefully I don't have to live through that again. As you can see, the hair is much shorter now, much more easy to manage, and I intend on keeping it that way.
I was there that night in Manchester against Lovemore and Do, and it was amazing, yeah, to watch that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's funny because that was the last time I was in Manchester. I broke my hand in the fight, and I come back and I have a broken hand again. So I guess Manchester's the city of broken hands for me.
Come to London.
Yeah, maybe London will treat me better.
Yeah, I'll take you out. Me and my friend will take you out in London if you're up for it.
All right. All those London fans, I'll be there soon.
You get a lot of love from UK fans on Twitter, and I'll see it all the time.
The best fans in the world. I mean, boxing is really big in the UK. I think I have a more vociferous crowd of fans from the UK than I do from the US. It's pretty crazy, and it's pretty overwhelming, and it's pretty amazing, and I appreciate it very much. Even the ones that don't like me.
There's people that don't like you, really?
Yeah, as hard you would find it to believe. Yeah, unfortunately there is. Can you believe that?
Hello. But you're a constant tweeter. Obviously, people can follow you on Twitter, can't they?
Yes. Yeah, at Paul Malingnaggì. Check me out. Always follow me. I do answer back if I can, and I do most of the time. So talk to me on Twitter, but make nice. Come on.
I always tweet you. You never tweet me back.
Oh, man. All right. So maybe on a bad day, I won't tweet you back, but we'll see.
Right, well, listen, Paulie, thank you very much for talking to iFILM London. Hope you enjoy your stay here in Manchester, and obviously come Saturday night, can you give us a prediction what's going to happen?
You know, it's hard to beat the hometown fighter a lot of times in boxing. You know, Senchenko is a solid opponent. It's a more difficult opponent than I anticipated Ricky taking on in his comeback. But in the end, I expect Ricky to come through. Maybe through a few hiccups is possible. Depends what kind of Senchenko shows up. But you expect Ricky to come back because I don't think he trained this hard for the past year or 6 months or whatever he's been training for to come back and be a one and done. I think he intends to make this comeback last for him. And I think in the end, he gets the better of Senchenko.
All right, that's what we wanted to hear. So, Paulie Malingnagggi, thank you very much for talking to iFILM London, and I'm sure we'll be bumping into you at some point again this week.
I'm sure you will. Thanks.
All right, Kogan Cassius with the Magic Man, Paulie Malingnagggi for iFILM London. Thank you very much.
I'm Paulie the Magic Man Malingnagggi, the WBA welterweight world champion, and you are watching iFILM London.
London.